Greetings, families. Welcome back once again. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. This video, once again, is about Burkina Faso. What just happened? 3 videos about Burkina Faso. I need to travel to Niger and bring Niger video. Don't worry, I'll bring 1 or 2 soon. But this one is about the police. 3 days ago, 4 days ago, they went to the court to swear in. I didn't share that video. I think it's unusual. I've never seen it before. I don't know why I haven't shared. If you want me to share it, please leave comment and I'll bring it back. Yes, a lot of them went and swear in a pledge. And then yesterday there was a lot of promotions. The Prime Minister has spoken, the Agriculture Minister, and the police also spoke. I'll be back, family. Thank you.
This promotion is called Tithes to Baba, in the official language, to taste the hope of the homeland. Based on the results that have just been presented in the promotions ranking, I declare you worthy of wearing your stripes. Promotion, hope of the homeland.
Pregnant. The promotion. A summary in the name of the promotion. Dimesi Dubaba, which means in the official language, Fulfulde, hope of the homeland. I think that this promotion name symbolizes all the hope placed by the Burkinabe citizens, by the people as a whole, but also by the highest authorities. To each of the agents of this 54th promotion. It is also with pride that we witness the graduation of this cohort of 2069 agents. It is an opportunity to congratulate the training teams at the National Police School. It is also an opportunity to challenge this promotion, to live up to the hope placed in them. And above all, let each one be a hero of the reconquest of the national territory, a hero of the reaffirmation of the dignity of the Burkinabe people. And above all, let each one honor the uniform they wear, honor the school, honor the entire Burkinabe people. So I think these are young men and women ready, capable of being deployed in the field. And what is certain is that their contribution will also be significant, alongside other fighting forces, so that we can amplify the current momentum, continue to reclaim entire sections of our territory, resettle populations, and reclaim the lands of our ancestors. I believe that this is now their mission, and we are convinced that with the support of the entire Burkinabe people, they will accomplish this mission and live up to our hope.
More.
Stage in their future professional careers. Time is of the essence. With numerous studies and growing needs on the ground, I already specify that the technical services of my department are hard at work for the deployment of the police officers from this latest QE of the IND in the various services of the National Police and Municipal Police. We will strengthen the operational capacities of the units engaged in actions to reclaim the national territory, secure Republican institutions, and protect the brave populations of our cities and countryside. As a reminder, Axis 1 and 2. The Action Plan for Stabilization and Development makes the fight against terrorism and the resolution of the humanitarian crisis priorities in our country. This framework for political governance in our country clearly indicates that His Excellency, the President facing the head of state, Captain Ibrahim Traoré, places great emphasis on restoring state authority across the entire national territory. To achieve this, efforts are already being made to acquire more sophisticated equipment and materials in order to improve the performance of our combat forces in terms of speed and mobility on the theater of operations. From 2021 to 6 days, I can then say that the country has truly begun its triumphant march toward the horizon of happiness. The enemy is in disarray in several areas, thus allowing the recovery of many localities in the reinstallation of our builders' environment. However, the time for reconquest is not yet over, even though significant results have already been achieved and are ongoing. On the ground, there are still challenges to be revealed in certain localities of the country. But with the commitment and determination of all our fighters, it is clear that we will regain full control of the national territory in the shortest possible time. For this decisive stage in the fight for a final victory over the terrorists, I have already instructed a force of 1,500 non-commissioned officers from the national police of 754 countries in the profession, already equipped during initial training to be deployed in intervention units. I am also providing special supplementary training at the National Training Center, Commando of the CO, with a view to better conditioning for greater effectiveness in the field. And as security challenges are numerous and complex, my department is also working on implementing the distribution of territorial competencies to improve territorial coverage by the forces of the National Police and the National Gendarmerie. That is why public security services will be strengthened thanks to the serious deployment of forces already underway. Excellencies, Miss Prime Minister, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to acknowledge the presence of the Minister of State, Minister of Agriculture, Animal Resources and Agro-Industries for kindly agreeing to sponsor this promotion. The Minister of State, the choice of you was not by chance. It is both a deep and sincere recognition of your dedication and exemplary service to our brave citizens. Therefore, I would like to take this opportunity to thank you for your support. You are a role model for all the conscious youth of our country. And this has not gone unnoticed by the leaders of the IND. At the head of your department, you have done very admirable work in the primary sector of our country. Are you tireless and always available? And I hope that this truly inspires your daughters. May your patriotic commitment inspire and guide this promotion in fulfilling its professional duties. Mr. Minister of State, Commander Israel Sombier, I can tell this promotion that by associating your name with its destiny, it now has the ethical obligation to uphold professional standards in the execution of its work. Mr. Minister of State, likewise, you are on the verge of achieving the goal of food self-sufficiency and overcoming hunger in our country, thanks to the agro-pastoral and agriotic offensive and the Presidential Initiative for Agricultural Production. I also urge the 54th promotion to distinguish itself through exemplary conduct and well-executed work to overcome terrorism and extremism. On food self-sufficiency and combating hunger in our country, thanks to the agro-pastoral and agri-tech offensive aligned with the Presidential Initiative for Agricultural Production, I also urge the 54th promotion to distinguish themselves through exemplary behavior and well-done work to overcome terrorism and extreme violence. Excellencies, Mr. Prime Minister, ladies and gentlemen, I will now address directly these police officers of this promotion. Dear police officers of the 54th promotion of the NPI, the people greatly expect you to join your elders in the ongoing efforts to reclaim the national territory that have been underway for several years. Your contribution will undoubtedly bring significant progress in the fight against insecurity. The hardships, the joys, the sorrows, the doubts, the worries, or even the stress are visible along the way. But never give up. Yes, as if embarked on a steep slope, we all have the obligation to continue, to pedal, and to move forward. In doing so, advance despite the doubt. Cry in silence, but never lay down your weapons. As long as the hour of final victory has not retained you for the happiness of the Brunard people. In a word, fight and bring back more brilliance. To the smiles of our populations who aspire to economic and social development in a climate of peace and security, I also advise you to hate corruption and all related practices. The country of upright men, I repeat, the country of upright men, cannot tolerate police officers in conflict with integrity. Excellencies, Mr. Prime Minister, ladies and gentlemen, allow me once again to express my gratitude to His Excellency, Mr. Prime Minister, head of the government, who personally agreed to preside over this solemn graduation ceremony, despite his busy schedule. I would also like to thank the esteemed presidents of the institution and fellow government members for their support. My thanks also go to all our distinguished guests who have joined us here today for their presence alongside us. I would like to bring my remarks to a close by expressing my heartfelt gratitude to the Director General of the National Police School and all his dedicated collaborators for the efforts made to ensure quality and comprehensive training for the trainees of this commendable class. The results presented this morning are the first on your team's list. I do not forget the former staff, both permanent and temporary, who teach the trainees here at the National Police School. The skills and conduct necessary for our police officers to fully participate in the sovereignty struggle. Long live the National Police School, long live Burkina Faso, homeland or death, we shall overcome.
The police group which is being honored this morning consists of 2069 police officers, including 1997, 907, 4207 non-commissioned officers. All officers of the National Police and 72 municipal police officers, made up of 4 inspectors, 8 controllers, 17 assistants, 43 top agents, use direct and professional municipal police competitions. A proverb also told me this, I quote, "One hand alone does not gather flour." Congratulations. Drawing inspiration from this African wisdom, I urge you to generate a synergy of action in the execution of your missions. At a time when national unity and social cohesion are being tested by terrorist acts, patriotic commitment and the sacred union will be the compass of our action on the ground. On the front line, enemy groups make no distinction between soldiers, gendarmes, police officers, foresters, customs officers, security guards, militia members, volunteers for the defense of the homeland and the civilian population. Faced with this sad reality, the truth is that isolated actions will not allow us to overcome our security challenges. We must therefore unite to succeed better.
From the shop, each class chooses a personality they take as a model. We, students of the 54th class, wanted to be inspired by an exemplary person in terms of cardinal values, social success, and leadership, and so on. Discussing the aforementioned values led us to choose the luxury, a personality whose exuberance and commitment are undeniable. I am referring to Mr. Ismail Sombié, Commander of the Armed Forces, State Minister, Minister of Agriculture, Animal Resources, and Halutics. Mr. Patron, we reiterate our gratitude for everything you have done for us and will continue to do for us. Also, doesn't it say that gratitude inspires a new gesture? Your protégés say yes, and in this sense they ask you to kindly support them for the success of their mission after school. Excellencies, Mr. Prime Minister, we are at the end of our course, but allow me to make a few requests for future cohorts. On one hand, it concerns the additional provision of uniforms. It remains regular, that's a fact. However, the number of provisions is insufficient for the training. On the other hand, given the security threat posed by the recruitment of large numbers of police officers, it would be beneficial to build classrooms or lecture halls to address the issues of classroom shortages. The increasing and high number of recruits poses problems of accommodation and sanitation. The construction of dormitories, modern toilets, and wash basins, as well as the reprimand of the existing infrastructure at the National Police School. This will allow learners to be in better learning conditions and good hygiene standards.
This is a good moment for us. We decided to have entertainers to help us withdraw from the site of aggression. The only one has provided to take small arm forward the environment. We decided to switch to avoid the smoke. So it's time to continuously observe the enthusiasm. Thank you. When the broadcasts were released, the military decided to employ immediate action techniques, successfully adopting the forward tube technique. They mutually attract each other by advancing, taking the line. The military went out on a large maneuver. They adopted a new technique. We decided to go to the room to put ourselves in a break.
Donc, ils sont en train d'observer attentivement l'environnement. D'accord. D'autres ennemis sont sortis et l'unité a décidé d'appliquer les techniques d'action immédiate. Et ici, ils ont adopté pour la technique type avant. Donc, ils s'appuient mutuellement en avançant, en neutralisant l'ennemi. L'ennemi qui est sorti en grande nombre, ils ont adopté une nouvelle technique. Donc, ils ont décidé d'aller à l'assaut, se mettre en lutte pour faire des
God, hope for the homeland. I think Zubaba, that's the meaning. Hope for the homeland. A lot of police are passing out, just like the army, the military. The army and the military is the same, isn't it? Many of them are passing out. Niger, Mali, Burkina Faso, as we see, the more the better. You know, the volunteers are also passing out, the more the better to help the homeland. Thank you, families, for listening to the video. I mean, it's long, it's about 25 minutes, and I've made it short. But if you want more, I can bring more. I think the message is clear. Congratulations to these young ones who have decided to sacrifice their life to save their country and serve their country. May God continue to protect them in everything that they do. May our ancestors guide them and protect them. The more, the better. I said that already. The young police that has just passed out, his message to the Prime Minister to send to the President is, we need more uniform, we need more dormitories, places to sleep, clean water, and all that. And we know whenever they ask something, the government does. They will do it for them. I have a video about water, how they are working to sanctify, clean the water that even the president would drink it. Maybe I'll share that one before this. I don't know which one. So for the water, they are working on that. And the camps, we know they will build it for them. And now they are equipping themselves with the machinery so they can build it themselves. You see, it's clever. Instead of bringing someone to come and build it or hire a contractor, the army, the police, you are going to build it for yourself. That's the plan, to save money. Anyway, families, I will leave you here. Thank you for your time. Have a wonderful day. Stay blessed. I'm so grateful for your support. Every day, 3, 4 videos is not easy, but you are always here to listen and watch what is going on in the Sahel. That is like being AB in Burkina Faso. AB man in Burkina Faso. He's doing his bit. We are also doing our bit here. And God will richly bless you all. One day, everything will be successful. My VIPs, my kings and queens, thank you so, so much. My returning families, thank you for your support. Thank you. God bless you all. Credit to Faso 7 and RTB News. Families, if anything come my way, I will be here to share it with you. Right now, I have nothing planned yet. But as always, they always surprise us. So we wait for that surprise that will come soon. Bye-bye. Have a wonderful day.